Hey guys, welcome to my Facebook Live. What are you guys doing as you are quarantining today? Um, I'm gonna have a chat today with I've been kind of going stir crazy. I did go on a little walk, but I was social distancing. And I am about to chat with my friend Salisha, my good friend Salisha Thomas, who is currently on the Britney musical on Broadway. And I met her when she was playing one of the characters in Beautiful, the Carole King musical. And we're just yesterday talking about how we're dealing with this quarantining, how now that the curtains are dark, what she's doing. Okay, let me see. Let me add you, Salisha. Request to join your video. And I want to know what she's doing to quell her manic panic. Hey, girl, what's up? Oh, you're in your dancing gear.
I'm
Eh.
about to go for a walk, and I want to be prepared to jog if I need to.
Okay, well that's good, just in case we decide to break out into some sort of dance party in a little bit.
Oh, I'm so ready for that. What's up?
I saw your dance party on Facebook Live yesterday. Okay, so everybody that's watching, this is my girl Salisha. What's up? And
Hi.
we're here to talk about just how to quell the manic panic. I've been trying to do my best to quell it. I mean, this quarantine isn't helping. Not seeing people on the streets. All the food that seems like it's empty in some supermarkets seem kind of daunting and crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can easily make us afraid. Everything in the news, everything that we're hearing, but then it's not exactly like that. I was like, oh my goodness, am I gonna get food? Am I gonna get food? And so I heard somebody saying that they were gonna order their groceries and that it wasn't gonna come until Thursday. And so I was like, oh my God. And so I started panic shopping online to get my groceries, and it came in the hour. Do you know what I mean? I'm like,
Exactly.
oh, I'm like, shit, they're making us feel afraid, but I think it might not be that bad. I think they want us or need us to feel like it's that bad so that we knock it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they're trying to flatten the curve scientifically, but if you're at home and you're stressing out, for me, every time I'm trying to pay attention to the awareness that I have when I'm looking through my social media feeds or the news feeds, and it's all bad news all the time, and you see people uploading videos or photos of no more toilet paper or no more food. But you know what? The other day I was like, I'm gonna go out and see for myself, because should I be manic panicking? That's what it started making me think that. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to take my ass to Trader Joe's early in the morning, and guess what? We're fully stocked of meat and veggies. Yeah, and I live by the one by Chinatown here. Yeah, so fully stocked, but there was no more pasta, no more rice, no more pasta sauce. And then for funsies, I was walking at night too, not to buy anything, but I went back and everything was gone from the frozen aisle section. Yeah, all the produce was gone at night. So yesterday, a friend of mine said that she was waiting for 3 hours at Safeway, one of the grocery stores here. But I was just like, you know what? If you are able to go early in the morning, that's when you don't have the stuff that's picked through. People aren't touching it. And then there's still food. And here's my ninja tip. I got my Angry Asian Man shirt on. You like it?
Cute.
See? You see it? Anyway, here's a tip. Go to the Asian markets, because there was a ton of food. I made me some pho yesterday.
That is so real, because people are being freaking crazy, and so that's such a really good idea.
What other hacks are out there? Well, okay, so the reason why I wanted to chat with you was because I've been watching your Facebook Lives. If y'all friends with Salisha, if you have the good fortune to be friends with her and experience her joy and good energy, then and you're a friend with her on Facebook, then she does these rando Facebook Lives that are just burst of fresh air and energy and sunshine and then it just like gives me a moment to like be in the present moment. This is what it really does for me, because the other day I was literally watching you here during breakfast when you were going Facebook Live at the park.
Right. Oh my
And
goodness.
I've been sharing that with people because I've been looking for not only the coronavirus heroes, I've been also just like looking for like bright lights out there that are just doing the best they can. And for me, I love talking and telling stories. So I'm like, you know what? Might as well do that too. And Kevin here says, I was inspired to dance during her last Facebook Live. Okay.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
We're going to have to do some dancing in a bit.
I did take my tripod out to the park the other day, and I felt like an investigative journalist. Like I had my little lava, what is it called? Lavalier? Lava pen?
Oh, Dan, you got a lavalier going? I
don't know if you could see, I had a hairpin tying it.
Okay.
I'm not actually high tech. I was like, we are live reporting from the park. Like, I felt like, whoa, I'm in the field.
So, okay, when you are out and about, like, isn't it kind of, what are you feeling? Because for me, I feel like it's sort of eerie, right? And because it seems like people are going about there every day, but people are, I'm not gonna lie, I'm doing this too. Like, okay, this is the person, my candle's here. This is my little Zen space in my room. So they're walking and I'm kind of like, walking.
Yeah,
Keeping 6 foot distance.
People are definitely keeping their distance, but no one is like offended. It's not like when you're walking and you see a black person on the street and you're crossing the street. Like it's not like that. It's like everyone is keeping our distance from each other for safety, and it just feels like we're all doing this. The hard part is when there's no eye contact. Then it kind of feels like really disconnecting.
I'm just trying to smile at people. And, you know, that's the crazy thing. Like, people are not they're kind of just looking down. And I'm just like, dude, you can't get it from looking at people, you know?
Right.
And on the flip side, though, just from the Asian American perspective and the really global Asian perspective, if you follow this, it's like the leading online space for news for global Asians. Global Asians are Asians that speak English. So Next Shark is just getting inundated by so many attacks. There's been an outbreak on the Asian community globally because people have been attacking, Febrezing, pouring water on Asians in the subways. Just this woman got punched in the face in New York, this Asian woman the other day by somebody. So it is kind of weird and scary that way. But I also think that, like, you know, that's why I'm trying to share like positive news to just kind of temper it and show the contrast, because there are so many stories of goodness out there. Like the other day, I'm sure she's one of your neighbors. I met this woman I saw her story online, and she, this woman named Ashley Jinfong Linker, she was on the subway. She saw this little Asian grandma, this papa, we call him papa.
I just lost you, Toan.
And okay, I think
you're
there
back.
still? Okay. Yeah, she saw this Asian woman, and she was like very afraid of being attacked. So Ashley walked her home.
Oh.
Yeah, in New York. Yeah, just in the Chinatown right there by Soho.
Yeah, people are dumb. People are straight up dumb. This is not the place for that, especially like in New York. New York is such a melting pot. If you want to point a finger at somebody, you will find somebody to point a finger at. It's like, no, people.
Yeah, it is nuts, but then again, there's so many like good stories and positive stories out there too. And that's why I like going to your feed and seeing that. And I mean, like right now, somebody in your position, I'm sure a lot of people whether they're on Broadway or other actors and actresses out there in live theater and in other industries, like it's when the curtains are drawn, right? I mean, can you tell us about your experience? Now, you're in the Britney Spears musical. Well, you were for a quick minute.
I've been in rehearsals for Once Upon a One More Time. Hit me, baby, one more time. Ow. Once Upon a One More Time. And it was so much fun. It's like going to work was like, yeah. And everybody had a really, really good attitude. But then all this stuff started happening with coronavirus. I saw the NBA saying like, we're suspending. I'm like, oh God.
Crazy, I know.
If the NBA is suspending, who's next? And then the next thing you knew, Broadway, like, the thing was, it's like, oh, when I think about my friends, like a few years ago, I didn't know anybody. And now, even just being in one show, Beautiful, I have made so many friends. And I've got a lot of friends in a lot of shows and a lot of new shows. And so it's kind of like I know I have my own experience, but also my heart goes out to them who's getting ready to open for this Tony season. I'm like, I love Tony's everything. I like, and so now everything is so unknown. Even existing shows, it's like,
yeah, it's crazy. Take us back. Wait, take us back to the last day that you were at work. It just was very abrupt, right?
Yeah. Like we kind of knew things were we knew things were happening, but we were still allowed to rehearse. So we kept rehearsing. Everyone was staying really safe. And we had a really long break while the team, we thought they were having a meeting. We weren't really sure. They called us back into the room. They're like, all right, guys, let's go over the opening number. The girl who I cover wasn't there, so I stepped in. And I had a good time. I was like, all right, let's do this.
You're like, hey.
I'm like, I think I know this. I think I know this. I know this. I know this. And it was really like invigorating. And then afterwards, the producer from Nederlander was there, and she said, like, hey guys, it's just not safe anymore. We can't.
This was after lunch, right? You guys went to lunch and came back?
No, this was before lunch. So we were going to take lunch. Yeah, we were going to take lunch at 2 o'clock, and this was like around 1:15, 1 o'clock. And she was like, I got to let you guys go.
Oh my gosh. So what were you like? What were you like in soul shock?
I'm sorry.
It's like never in history.
And so she's like, you guys go. I had to go to lunch, and the stage manager. It was a little funny when she was like, hate to be this person, but you guys gotta get all your stuff, like, because we're not coming back. And even though like she said that, it was actually like, oh, we could at least laugh, like, hey, you're like kicking us out. But what really got us was our producer wanting to hear the last song of our show, which we had just learned. So there was that. But the words were like, so what is happening right now? And it's like, don't ask me what the words were, because we had just learned it. But
I was just gonna ask you what the words were.
Don't worry about what the road is. We are in good hands. And truly, like, of all of the possible situations, I'm in a new show that isn't slated to open until the fall.
Wow.
And we've got some of the best producers on Broadway. So who knows what's going to happen, but we are in an optimistic place.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as our Chicago run, done. Like,
they cut it.
Yeah, we thought we were going to still make it because we were hearing the date April 12th. But then somebody brought it to our attention that we were saying April 12th and Chicago was saying May 1st. And so it really cut into our run, and then they just decided to cancel it.
The people at home that don't know what a run is, does that mean that you guys would actually go take it off Broadway in New York and then go to Chicago to do it there?
No, we would do it in Chicago first for a pre-Broadway tryout.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Even though it was slated to already come, it's nice to have an out-of-town audience to get real live feedback. So if it sucks, you can still fix it.
Oh, okay. So you're working out the kinks.
Yes.
So, okay, so that was canceled. And so, like, what now? Like, I mean, if you don't have a savings, you don't have family or trust fund, or like what? Like, what are people doing?
Well, right now, everyone's kind of in the same boat. Like, I logged on to unemployment. The site was like, error. I'm like, okay. I'm going to come back to that later. But it's so in the air. The only like big sense of relief is that I'm not alone. Like, it's an entire industry. So like, I called my mortgage place. Like, I've got my home, and I do have a savings.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's just so much unknown.
Yeah.
And so I called my mortgage company. I was like, hey guys, and it was helpful to tell them the situation. I'm like, hey, I'm a Broadway performer. My industry doesn't exist right now because of coronavirus. If I'm not able to make my payments in the future, like, do I have options? And they were like, yes. And they literally walked me through everything.
Wow.
I'm like, I'm hoping that I don't have to utilize any of that. And she kept saying, but if you do, it's like, we've got you. We've like, so it was like a sense of relief that it's not like it's just me. It's not the same as like you're in a show and it just closed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if I were just leaving beautiful, it's my problem.
This is why I wanted to chat with you and talk to just other people out there who are like bright lights during this coronavirus, because you know, I want everybody to know that like there is hope, right? Reach out for help.
Yes.
Because a lot of people proud. I mean, people are scared to reach out for hope. I mean, not hope, but reach out for help, which doesn't give them any hope. But you know, all of us have been at a place where a lot of us actually have been at a place, especially artists like us, have been borrowing money, sleeping on friends' couches, you know, hustling, right? And we're going to be okay, to give you hope out there.
We're going to be okay. I was just, hi, Amy. Thank you. Thank you for thinking of me. I hope that you guys are staying safe out there. One of my coworkers from the Britney musical FaceTimed me today, and it was such a nice surprise to like see her face and to talk to her for a little bit. Oh wait, why did I bring that up? Just lost my train of thought.
We were just talking about like, how there's hope. We were just talking about how there's hope out there.
Oh yeah, and so we were talking about how when this does go away, because it will. We don't know when.
It will.
We don't know when, but it will go away. We are hopeful for our show. We don't know for sure, but like we are hopeful that it will happen. When we are back together in the same room, it's going to be like, holy cow.
Yeah.
It's
emotional.
It's going to be emotional. We've already bonded, but no matter, it's like bigger than us.
Yeah.
And it's not going to just be that way for our show. Any show that gets to keep running, it's going to be a really special, magical thing.
Yeah.
So Broadway, in my opinion, has always been magical, but this is like, it's easy for somebody making their Broadway debut to be like, wow, everything is wonderful. And a little bit harder for like some veterans who've been on the Great White Way for a while. Sometimes people get jaded. This makes everybody more grateful when we get to come back.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that the shows are going to be even better because there's going to be, from the slumber, right? Like the lights are going to shine brighter in terms of people's energy, right? And their vibration, right? I know I'm getting all hot and like emotional just talking about it, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's like, this is one of those times when if it wasn't for health, Broadway would be the saving grace. Like this, we are the escape.
Yeah.
But right now the escape isn't safe.
Yeah.
So
but there's so much. Let me tell you too that just from a person that's been through a lot of like tragedies, you know, I had lost 4 family members in a year's time, had other subsequent family members pass away, and it's just like it's all here. It's like the secret skill, the secret place, like going back to breath and focusing on all the things you can be grateful for. That's what I'm attuned to. Like a lot of people that were like, oh my God, like I was like I saw one of the women that is the editor of the Oprah magazine on her IG, and she was just like, you know what? This is one of the greatest things that's happened in terms of like, I've been wanting to be with my son more, and now I get to work from home. And she said there was like a 3-hour commute in New York, you know, to the Oprah magazine headquarters there. And now she gets to spend time. And so I think definitely mental health is such a big thing. So for me, going to like your Facebook Live, talking to people like you, staying on that higher vibration. Today I just cleaned like a mad. woman. No, I cleaned up my house today and I dusted and I'm trying to purge some stuff and I'm trying to read more. I got some projects still that I'm working on digitally, but yeah, I think just staying positive is important. Well, Kevin had asked earlier there on this feed. So is SAG-AFTRA, like, are you guys getting any help? People in your community, the theater community, live theater, Broadway?
Well, I can't speak for SAG-AFTRA. I'm not in those unions. I'm in equity.
Okay.
Somebody sent out a link or like an email with a whole bunch of links where we can reach out and ask for help. I've not utilized any of them, but I do imagine that they are here for a time like this.
Yeah.
Who knows? I might right now, I'm okay. So, and I know that there are people who are not okay.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of like, I don't mind just backing off for a little bit. I won't be able to do that forever, but do you know what I mean? It's like,
what are you doing then? What is Salisha Thomas doing now that your Britney Spears on Broadway is?
Hold on. There, did I mess this up?
Yeah, I'm still there. Yeah,
are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Am I still there?
Sorry. Yeah, you're still here.
I'm still here.
What am I doing? Is that what you asked?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, what is Salisha Thomas doing for her mind, body, spirit?
Well, I've been talking a lot to my friends and my family on the phone.
Totally helps me too.
Which is like, if you know me, it's really hard to get a hold of me.
Yeah. Trust me, I know. We were trying to get a hold of each other, and you're like, I'm on the train. And when you call back, I'm like, well, I'm in a meeting.
Right. And I'm like, I hate having my phone in my hands all the time. So I'm like, I don't even want to look at my phone. I'll get to it later. I miss so many calls. I hardly check my voicemail. Right now, I'm just like, oh my God, a human wants to talk to me. Hi, I'm here. Like, I've been being as safe as I can, but still going outside because fresh air.
Oh, I know, right? I'm not gonna lie, I've been going out on walks, but I've been keeping my distance. When I touch doors, I have a napkin. But I just need to go out my daily walk and like do my errands, like if I need to go to the grocery store, because that's like my mental health. Otherwise, if I'm cooped up here.
Yeah, I've never been one to like to stay inside all day.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I've never liked that. I have never liked that. And so I'm going a little stir crazy right now. But thank God for my neighbors. They did reach out to me today. They're like, we just want you to know you're not alone. We're going to take a walk, which I'm about to go and meet them in a few minutes on. We're going to take a walk. And if you'd like to walk with us, we're going to keep our 6 feet distance and just so you can have some interaction. I'm like, yeah.
So for you, it's being able to talk to friends, going on walks, but you still can't are you still getting your 10,000 steps in? What are you doing? Yesterday I saw you.
I know.
You were dancing yesterday.
I'm getting my 10,000 steps in, but yesterday was really hard. I got 9,500. But usually it's like getting your steps in New York is easy to get that done by 2 p.m. Here now it's just a little bit harder, but
So earlier, as we sign off here, earlier I was I was walking down the street and I called one of my friends, and she lives down the street, my childhood friend Keely, and I was like, hey Keely, can you come outside and do a little dance with me across the street? So we stayed we were like 10 feet away from each other, and then you want to know what we played here? I love that you were dancing yesterday because you were trying to really quarantine yourself, but you're dancing on your Facebook Live.
Yes.
Right?
I was dancing my little heart out. I was like, I know I look stupid, but it feels good though.
So what are you dancing to when you're at home? I don't know what I'm doing there.
Let me see if I got something. Uh-oh.
I got something queued up for you here.
Go for it.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
You sing. Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. I've been around like a Corona day has shown me how.
Hey, we're banging on the ceiling.
My lonely heart I wanna feel the heat
with somebody. Yeah, that's somebody.
With somebody.
Somebody who loves you.
I wanna dance with somebody. Woo! I can't believe I'm singing to a Broadway star. Maybe you can
Hey,
sing
baby,
it.
I'm here for you. Somebody who loves me. Where'd you go, Toan?
Love you.
I
Thank you
love
for
you too.
spreading your sunshine.
I love you too, Toan.
I've been really dancing at home on my own. Y'all gonna be all right. There's hope. Okay, there's hope.
There is hope.
Search for it.
There is hope.
Spend time with your family. Do your activities, self-care, meditate. Spend time with your friends. Do your projects. Salisha needs to sing a little louder. No, you didn't, Kevin, trying to throw shade.
She needs to sing a little louder. Oh my gosh. Amazing.
Love you.
I love you too, Toan.
I'll talk to you soon.
I'll see you later. Bye. I don't actually know how to get out of here.
Bye.
Bye.